Friday Night Baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. It's interleague baseball on the show. Sean Manaea gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last three starts, all three he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his fourth in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Matt Chapman is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 26.
Into the box now, John Jay. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped three of their last four.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Vero, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first three games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Now the 2-1. And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
3-2, full count. Popped him up. Barreto onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Vero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, You want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just underway here in Oakland. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Three and 1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Zach Godley, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a 4-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the 9th inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First delivery to him on the way. And that one right down Main Street. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty V, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Ready with another 2-2. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. Throwing to second. And he's safe.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Here's Jed Lowry now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get it going. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Barreto leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Two outs here with a runner at third. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. Men on third with 2 down. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. 1 left for Oakland. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in, A.J. Pollock. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Powell's on his horse. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Stepping in, Steven Souza, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Now now. A swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 0-1, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. 2 out, nobody on. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
The 1-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it. And the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Matt Joyce, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. There's a strike. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. But he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounded to the right. Oh, look at this sliding stop. Hey now.
He's out. Batting 7, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Now batting, Marcus Semien. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And he'll step off and try and reset. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The catcher, number 36, John Ryan Murphy.
Digging in, John Ryan Murphy, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Batting ninth, second baseman,
and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Murphy, base runner at first with 1 out. To first. Chapman's got it. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Just missed with a breaking ball. Chapman is a corner infielder, normally a third baseman, but he's at the other corner at first base here in this one.
Yeah, this guy's got sure hands. You know, sometimes I want to make this point. First basemen get a bad rap because everyone thinks they could just go over there and handle a bag, pick balls in the dirt. Not the case. First basemen cannot be more important to helping out not only the pitching staff when they want to throw over, but also taking errors away from their infielders.
And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And that leads us right to our Oakland leaderboard as we see that his season total is good for second best on the club. So coming to the plate, Franklin Barreto. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
From the stretch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Jed Lowry, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lowry carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Ahmed has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. In now is John Jay. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
1-1.
Missed with a slider.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tapped up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now another 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Ball four.
First baseman number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
No, 2-0 now. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Now the 2-1 is taken. Ball three.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Digging in for his second at bat, A.J. Pollock comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him, and a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
On the ground to the left side. Lowry. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Way out in front.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Davis is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Two balls and two strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now the A's designated hitter, Matt Joyce, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Ready now, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. The 1-2. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Jay looks up. And they take the lead. It's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And Oakland has moved out out in front here, 2-0.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1 and 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Soft liner toward short, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, Steven Souza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty is there, and he has it for the out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. So digging in now, Nick Ahmed. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. One out, nobody on. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Three and two now.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. taken there by Lowry. And now from the air, a jump throw. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Up next for Arizona, Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. On the season, Lamb brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage. There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Yep, 3-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Striding in once again, John Ryan Murphy. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Ball 1. Lamb leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Smoke toward third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs when you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Ketel Marte is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Very high, 2-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Barreto has got it, and the side is retired. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 2-1. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
First baseman, Chapman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Ball, 1 strike.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
Center fielder, number 3, Hallo.
Next up for the A's, Boog Powell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Again a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and 1 to Franklin Barreto. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
From the stretch. Softly on a line to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Semien waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
In now, A.J. Pollock. Now a swing and a fly ball. Piscotty on his horse, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Ready with the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball two. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's got himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Stepping up now, Nick Ahmed. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Holler on second. Souza at first. One gone. Fly ball out to straightaway right. The Scotty's on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, James Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Set. Here's the 2-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
working to keep it tied. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Flying toward right center. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
The catcher, number 32, John Ryan Murphy.
Standing in, John Ryan Murphy, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Davis going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the second run will score as they push the margin here to 5-2 now.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. In comes Powell. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the A's 2. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. No hits to this point.
Right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And that one just missed outside. Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. "5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. looking to send him packing again. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, and if you can make it all the way to the 6th inning before you give up a walk, you're doing something right. He's been very efficient so far, so we'll see if he can get back on track here.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Joyce. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
The 2-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Line hard toward right center. Pollard is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
In the dirt here, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Marcus Semien.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The 0-2 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly on to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ryan Dull is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 66, Ryan Dull.
Ready for another chance? John Jay. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Dull, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-1 pitch. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
One strike.
Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Jay aboard here at first with nobody out. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Jay rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollard. Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-1 now to Steven Souza.
2 balls, 1 strike, to count.
Three runs already home here. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Nick Ahmed. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that misses. 1-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. A tag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Jake Lamb standing in now. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. And it's 1-1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch. But boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Trying to pick things up where he left off, John Ryan Murphy. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the A's 2. Andrew Chafin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Andrew Chafin.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Chafin, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
2 balls.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0. Line towards center field. Pollard is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still 8-2. Santiago Casilla comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Ketel Marte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. This is line to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
In now is John Jay, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Marte on at first, nobody out. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat, 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hit.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes a cold strike 1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Powell's under it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. D-backs lead it 9-2. Fernando Salas is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, Fernando Salas.
Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap of our game to this point. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Chris Davis now. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, 1 pitch ago he had only given up a single, but with that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
Two 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. In his career matchups with Fernando Salas, he's 1 for 3. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled away. Piscotty, the runner at second with one away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Now in the box, Matt Joyce. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. First and second now, one man out. Line towards center field. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Piscotty isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Number 66 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 66.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm, just a 1-for-9. Still only one out in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. Souza is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fourth ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball. The 1-0. Line toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Lucroy rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they now trail by only 3.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Stepping in now, Boog Powell. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded in shallow left by Ahmed. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. From the stretch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Four runs here in this half inning. And he pops it up. Here comes Souza. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Powell is on his way home. He scores, and the deficit is down to only one now.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Jed Lowry now. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Jorge De La Rosa is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. Barreto on third with 2 out. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Lamb. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 9th inning coming up. D-backs out in front, 9-8. Amelia Pagan enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Digging in, Steven Souza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
1-1. High and deep to right center. Piscotty's on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes another 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you. And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one. Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Standing in now, John Ryan Murphy. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Off speed pitch, and it stays outside, ball 3. The 3-0 is a heater in there for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1 left for Arizona. They lead it 9-8. Brad Boxberger is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Brad Boxberger.
Striding in to start the ninth, Stephen Piscotty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. 0-2 count and the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Here's Chris Davis now. Hit this one hard the other way. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the ninth. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. So stepping in, Matt Joyce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Mateo leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he falls behind 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2. The 1-2 high fly ball out to straightaway center. Hallo has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Marcus Semien. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
0-1 is the count.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Arizona Diamondbacks used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Zach Godley earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Brad Boxberger closes the door for the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Athletics, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. A reminder that extra parts train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, the Diamondbacks swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-8. The San Francisco Giants totaled 11 hits as they crushed the Cubs 8-1. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Padres 6-2. The Washington Nationals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 7-0. The Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-3. The Mets got 12 hits in this one as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 10-5. The Pirates held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 6-0. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Angels 6-2. Brad Brock grabbed his second win of the year, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 3-1. The Boston Red Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they pulverized the Braves 8-0. Michael Brantley was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Indians took down the Astros 6-5. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. The White Sox had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. The Minnesota Twins amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 9-4. The Royals got 18 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 11-7. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.